everything can be accommodated in OneNote. Let's say I have an Excel file or a Word file. So what I'm going to do now is on my desktop, I'm just going to copy one file and see, I have copied it, and I can paste it here. So along with this note, I feel that there is a need of one Excel file which has got the data, so I can just simply paste it. So I have done Control C from there, and I'm just gonna press Control V. When I press Control V, it says attach file, insert spreadsheet, insert chart or table. So if I want, I have Excel file which has got 10 to 20 sheets. I do not want all the sheets to be attached, just one file needed to be attached. So I can click on insert spreadsheet, or insert chart or table, or I can click on attach file. Now this is a new feature in OneNote 2013. This was not there in 2010. Now in 2010, what will happen is you can directly press Control C and press Control V here. Okay. Now what we need to do is I have attached it here, and this becomes a part of my note. Now along with that, I have one more way to work on OneNote. That is, let's say I'm on this document and I go to a website. So I very frequently visit a website which is, let's say it could be any website, doesn't have to be the famous website. So I go to CNN.com. So when I go to CNN.com, I see that there are certain important information which is given on that CNN.com, and I want the entire web page to be stored in my OneNote, or I want the entire web page to be downloaded and kept on my document. But the problem is, what I have seen people doing is they take the snapshot. They keep on taking the snapshot, screenshot, and they paste it on their document. But here, if I want to take the snapshot of this entire page, what exactly will happen is I have to take the snapshot multiple times. So in spite of doing that, what I can do is I can print this web page. So what I'll do, I'll go to Firefox tab. I go to print, and when I click on print, do you see here I have got OneNote 2013. I can use OneNote 2010, 2013, whatever it is. So here I have two versions of OneNote. This time I'm going to do this in OneNote 2010, and let's see how it works in 2010. I click on send to OneNote 2010 and I click OK. So what am I doing? I'm just going ahead and printing that web page. And while printing, instead of choosing the default printer, I'm going to choose the printer of my of OneNote. Okay, unfortunately my OneNote 2013 is the default version, so it has taken that. So anyways, what I can do is I can go to any section where I want to paste it. So I'm working now in new section, and I'm working under today's trading presentation feedback. So I click OK. All right. So what I'm doing is I clicked on print and I clicked OK. Now what will happen? It is now going to paste the entire web page in my OneNote. Now you can see that this was the web page that I was looking at, right? And I didn't have to take the snapshot multiple times. So like this, any document, even if you have a document that can be used to print and put it in OneNote. Okay, so this is a fantastic way of putting your web pages in one place. Now, third thing is, let us say I come back to this particular document. Okay, now what I want to do is I want a certain section from this document is to be kept. So I want this this paragraph to be taken as a picture in my OneNote document. So what I can do is I can click on insert. I can select screen clipping, right? I can click on insert and screen clipping. When I hover the mouse, you can also see the shortcut, that is Windows 7 is the shortcut. So either I can go to insert and screen clipping, or I can press Windows S. Now what exactly happens, I'm sorry, I'll minimize this, and this is the screen where I have to take the snapshot from. So I press Windows S, and after I press Windows S, I'll just select this paragraph, and I want to get it where? Again, under the new section. Okay, and I click on today's training presentation feedback. 1 minute. Amit, I see that you have raised one concern that someone's mic is disturbing you. I apologize for the inconvenience caused, but is there anyone else who is facing the similar challenge? You are getting disturbance uh, uh, with uh, the uh, the mic of any other person, because I don't think anyone else is able to get this problem. So what you can do, Amit, is uh, 1 minute. Maybe Shubhi, is your mic on mute? Okay, Jagtap says that he is fine, and the other people are able to view the screen properly. Okay, so Amit says he just re-logged in. Okay. All right. Amit, I am very sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to help you with this, because other people are not able to hear the audio, and it's the problem with your system only. So I'm not sure what exactly is the technical glitch out here. But anyways, I would like to apologize for that. Now, when we talk about today's training presentation feedback, what you need to do is I'll just click here and I select the option send to the selected location, and I click OK. Now, what exactly has happened? Here, you can see that this is a picture now. This is not a normal text. I cannot edit it here. This cannot be edited. Now, what we have to do is, uh, uh, I will just have to copy and paste it here. Sorry, don't even need to copy and paste it. You just have to take the snapshot of from any screen and put it over here. Now, after a week, I have lost this document. Let's say this document is no more available with me, and this is something important which was written, and I want to copy it. Let me also talk about a scenario. This OneNote can also be used to store all your business cards. So you scan your business cards and you put it in one location. So let's say you do not have the business card diary, and you have the habit of scanning the business card and putting it onto OneNote. So in the business card also you have certain contact information. You just want to copy all those contact information and paste it into some other location. So now, how do we copy a text from a picture? So this is a text, and now what I want to do is I want to copy this text from a picture. So what I'll have to do is I do right click, and here is the option which says copy text from picture. So when I click on copy text from picture, it has copied the text, and see here I'm going to put it in Word file. See here, I paste it. So now what has happened, the snapshot that I have taken from a Word file which got converted into a picture, I can reconvert that picture into text. So I've copied the text from that picture and I've put it on OneNote, right? So people, in OneNote we have seen three features. One is how do we create notes, how do we embed your files, how do we copy text from the pictures, and how do we uh, embed the web pages. Now, one most important thing that I'm going to talk about now is how can this be used to sync your mobile. You can also sync your mobile with OneNote. Now, syncing your mobile with OneNote means you have to have a smartphone, and I have checked this feature with the Apple iPhone as well as Android phone, but I'm not sure about BlackBerry. BlackBerry, my colleagues have checked it, but they could not find the relevant app in BlackBerry. Now, here, what I'm talking about is, let's say I have these notes which I've created. So this is some troubleshooting note. This is a note that I've created to troubleshoot my computer once my laptop had certain problem. So now what I want to do is, this note, one notebook, is synced with my SkyDrive account. My SkyDrive account is synced with this OneNote notebook, and whatever changes that I make here, I can do see those changes in my cell phone. So let's say these are the new changes done in OneNote, right? So this is something that I have written. Okay, now I'm going to show you my mobile phone. I'm just going to project the 1 minute extra. Okay, Now see people, this is a view of my mobile phone. Yeah, I believe in the strongest security. So that's the reason my unlocks code is so complicated. But anyways, see, this is a OneNote application. I can start my OneNote application from here. And now I am in Android. So when I go to Android, here we have troubleshooting. Now when I go to MBR repair, here I do not have this first line which says these are the new changes done in OneNote. I can simply go ahead and click on sync. Now you will see that this comment will get added to this OneNote notebook which is available in my cell phone. Now, first of all, you must be wondering, I did not tell you how to sync your OneNote notebook, right? So let's first understand how does it work, and then I'm going to tell you how to sync your OneNote notebook. Now see, I have, okay, someone is calling me, but I'm going to disconnect that call for now. Anyways, okay, so here I have, these are the new changes done in OneNote notebook. So this is exactly what I have written here. I can also write, this is the change. I'm sorry, I have to type it on my cell phone. Okay, so I'll have to type it here. This is a new change. Now after doing this, again I sync my OneNote application in my cell phone, and again I have to sync my Android which is on my system. So now what will happen, once the sync is complete, I can then see the changes that I've made to made in my cell phone. So I'm going to do right click and I click on sync this notebook now. Now those changes will appear here. Now see, this is a new change that I've done. Now how do you sync your notebook with your cell phone? First of all, while creating a notebook, you need to go to file. When you click on new, here is the option using Microsoft SkyDrive. Now this SkyDrive application is new, a feature in 2013, but it may not be available in 2010. So let me show it to you in 2010 also. In 2010, what happens is you just have to perform the same steps, and you can create the notebook. Okay, so now see here, I go to file and I go to new, and now here I've got three options: web, network, and computer. So while creating the OneNote, if I choose computer, then this will be a local OneNote. If I choose network, it will you can use it in common drive folder within your organization. Or if you click on web, then this web can be your SharePoint website or SkyDrive, and you just have to sign into it. Once you sign into it, the similar SkyDrive application will upload one OneNote file on your SkyDrive, and then it can be synced to your cell phone. And if you're using Android cell phone, then you have an application, Microsoft OneNote, available in Android market. If you talk about iPhone, again the similar application is available in iPhone as well. So you just have to download, but make sure there are plenty of other OneNote applications which are available on these market. You have to choose only the option which is provided by Microsoft. That's the only genuine one. Okay, so people, this is how you can sync your OneNote. Now before I proceed ahead, I would like to hear from you all. Do you have any questions pertaining to this topic? If you do not have any questions, then I'll proceed to the next topic. So people, tell me any questions. Okay, is Android available, is the OneNote application available in BlackBerry? Like I mentioned, in BlackBerry I don't think it is available, but still you can search for it. Okay, can I use it in the browser itself if I do not have OneNote? Well, yes, in SkyDrive, if you have the SkyDrive application, what you can do is, not SkyDrive application, you just have to log into your SkyDrive website on the browser, and after logging into the SkyDrive, you can create a OneNote application as well. Any other question, people? Okay. So since there are no questions, I'll proceed to the next topic. I think all of you are comfortable with SkyDrive as well as the OneNote. Okay. All right, people. So let me go ahead now and go to the next option. So the next topic that we have now uh, in today's session is the important features of Windows 7. So when we talk about important features of Windows 7, see people, Windows 7 is a new operating system that Microsoft has come up with. Now, okay, Sunil says, yes, he has some question. Sunil, do you have any question, or is this your earlier chat that you have said? Okay, I think, okay, Amit, I have got the solution, the reason of your problem. The problem is your internet connection. Your internet connection is pretty low. That's the reason maybe you're not able to hear the voice properly. How to sync SkyDrive data with Android phone? Okay, Jagtap, your answer to your question, how to sync your SkyDrive data with your Android phone. You have an application provided again by Microsoft, which is SkyDrive. You can download that SkyDrive application and you can use it. And you just have to use the SkyDrive username and password, and that will help you to sync your data. Shashank Mishra, okay. Anyways, here now the next thing is few interesting tips and tricks on Windows 7. Now, when you talk about Windows 7, there are certain ways. Amit says that there is overlapping audio support coming at the same time. Okay, Amit, your internet connection seems to be pretty good, but I'm not sure then what exactly is the problem. But anyways, let's go ahead. See, when you talk about Windows 7, when you talk about Windows 7 is very much similar to its previous operating system, which is Windows Vista. Okay, here's I have one more question. Is there any Android version recommended for SkyDrive? Yes, Android 2.3 is required. So minimum Android 2.3 is required for Android phone. Anyways, people, if you have any question about SkyDrive or OneNote, you can type those questions, but I'll answer those questions towards the end of the session. Preferably, you ask the questions towards the end of the session about SkyDrive as well as OneNote. Second topic is Windows 7. When we talk about Windows 7, people, Windows 7 is, like I mentioned, this is the second latest version. Now Windows 8 is released. That is the latest version of operating system. Now here, second thing that we have is Windows 7. So in Windows 7, when I go to Start button, I see Search Program. The Search Program can be used to type to open any program. Let's say I want to open my Vodafone mobile broadband connection. So I type Vodafone, and see automatically it launches that application. So any application which is installed on my computer, if I want to launch it, I can do it simply by typing it in the search bar. So this is a new way of opening the program. Second thing is, let's say I want to search for certain files on my system. So this is my system and I want to search for an Excel file. So let's see what exactly happens when we type Excel file. So I type just Excel. Now on my computer, if I search for an Excel file, you can see that it lists 7007 items. Having 7007 items means that I am not able to go through, I won't be able to go through each and every file. And also the second reason of having such a huge number of files is that if I go at the bottom of or in the middle of the search bar, you can see that in Tech Training's Google Contacts, here Excel is nowhere written in the name of the file, but somewhere it is written in the content of the file, and that is the reason this file is also coming in the search result. Now because of this problem, what will happen? My search result increases. Now in order to solve this problem, what I can do is I can use certain keywords which are given to me, which are available in Windows 7. So now I want to search for only those files or folders where Excel is in the name of that file or the folder. So what I can do is I can precede this Excel word with a keyword name and I put a colon. Now when I type name colon Excel, that means it is only going to search for files or folders which has Excel word written in their name. And now from 9007 it got reduced to 977, so huge reduction in the number of files. So now I have only those files available where Excel is somewhere written in the word and name of the file. Okay, now when we talk about when we talk about other thing, now since still I have 9000 files which are available, of course it is going to take very long time to search for these files. So I remember the size of that file was somewhere close to 5 MB. So either I can go here and click on the size operator and I can select the options like empty 0 KB or tiny 10 KB, small 100 KB or similar to that. But here I said I am looking for a file which is similar to approximately closer to 5 MB. When I talk about 5 MB, it is not given here, so I can just type 5 MB. Now when I type 5 MB, so these files are approximately closer to 5 MB. So I have just typed search for a file with the name 5 MB. Now after 5 MB, I also feel it gives me 10 items. So now let's say I am searching for a file which is closer to 5 MB, but it was created maybe somewhere in the last month. So I can go to date operator here. I'm sorry, when I click here again, it says date modified. When I click on date modified, here I have a long time ago, earlier this week, this year, or all these operators. Other than that, like I mentioned, I want to search for a file which is somewhere created in the last month. So I select the entire month and see I do not have any file which is created in the last month. So if that is a concern, then I'll remove this size 5 MB and now I'll search for a file of any size which was created in the entire last month. So I've created 20 files which had the name Word Excel written in their name, which was created in the last month. So this is the way how I can search effectively using Windows search techniques, which is new into Windows 7. Now, so this was one of the feature. Second feature is the sticky notes. Now, sticky notes means it is normally used to create notes. Let's take an example. My colleague Shubhi calls me one fine day one fine day, and she gives me a number of one of the client, which is a very important client. Now, what I want to do is I want to make a note of that number. I have seen most of the people, what do they do is they click on Notepad and they just type the number, or they might open Word file, Excel file, etc., etc. But the problem with these applications is if I close them without saving it, I lose the number as well. So in Windows 7, I've got an application which is called as Sticky Notes. I can just type sticky and I press enter and see I have got sticky notes here. I can write any sticky notes like this is a new sticky note and I can close it anytime. I don't even need to save it. Next time when I open sticky note once again, see here I have the note available with me. So this is again a new feature of Windows 7. Now I'm going to talk about one more excellent feature of Windows 7, that is zooming the screen. Now let's take an example. I'm talking about a presentation. I'm giving a presentation in a huge auditorium where people are sitting at a distance, at a significant distance from the projector screen. And a certain portion, let's say they are not able to read what is written on the screen. So normally what do we do is we increase the font size and all those stuff we do. But Windows 7 has got a magnifier. Now magnifier is not at all a new feature. It was there in Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows Vista, and the previous version of Windows as well. But Windows 7's magnifier works in a different way. Here, either I can go to Start, Magnifier, I can type magnifier, and I click enter. So now see I have got Windows magnifier turned on. Now what I can do is I can click here and I can click on this plus button. Now see my screen is getting magnified. and I can zoom out also. But using the mouse and clicking on these options is kind of a little bit um, uh, it takes a while, and it is quite kind of frustrating, because every time whenever I want to zoom in, I cannot uh, open it and then click on zoom in and zoom out. And second thing, I cannot keep it on the screen every now and then, because it hides certain portion of my screen. So I can minimize it, and now I can use a shortcut, which is Windows and plus. When I use Windows plus, you can see that my screen is getting zoomed in. So now a person who's sitting at a distance can read the screen properly. And see, I can move the focus to anywhere by changing the focus of the mouse. So these are the applications that I have turned on. So I can move the focus by changing the screen. Okay. Now, coming back to zooming out, I can press Windows minus to zoom out the screen. So zoom in, zoom out. So these two are the excellent shortcuts that can be used during the presentation. And it's not only the MS Office application that can be zoomed in, anything which is visible on your screen can be zoomed in or zoomed out. So that's how it works. Now, coming back to uh, uh, the other features of Windows 7. Here, so far I have talked about few features of Windows 7, like using the sticky notes, using the zooming feature, using the start menu, and searching the folders. Now, one last feature that I would like to talk about is snipping tool. Now, let's say I want to save this much section as a picture, which can be uploaded to any website or my blog, or can be copied to anything. Let's say it need not be that thing. Let's say this the picture of Mr. Obama. I want to save it on my desktop. So what I can do is, here I can open the screen, I can go to start, I can click on snipping tool. Now this is a snipping tool which I can click on, and after I click on the snipping tool, I'll just have to select this much section, and see, Mr. Obama is now on my computer. I can save it and save it on at any screen, and I can save it as a JPEG file or GIF file or single HTML file. I can put it on any of these files, okay, and I can save it. So this is the way how we can normally take the snapshot from any screen. Okay. So people, this is how we can use snipping tool and the other tools which are inbuilt in Windows 7. There are other features also, but because of time constraint, I may not be able to cover them in detail. Now, the second thing that we have, and one thing, people, I would like to tell you that this session is likely to get extended from 2 o'clock to maybe 2:15 and so. So be prepared for that as well. So now let me go to the next topic quickly, which is Outlook. Okay, so let me open my another Outlook here, that is this option. Okay, now most of us must be using Outlook to send and receive emails, right? But here there are certain ways that you can there are certain practices that can help you to work effectively in your Outlook. First of all, let's say I have received an email from, let's say, from this particular contact, which is from Microsoft. There is no reply SharePoint. Let's assume that this is one of my colleague or counterpart who has sent an email to me, and this is a new colleague, and I want to do a meeting with this person. What I need to do is I'll just click on it, drag it, and drop it over to my calendar. Automatically, you will notice that the subject is copied. The entire matter of that email is copied. I just have to select the date and time. That's it. Okay. If I do not want to select date and time, then what I can do is I can see that a calendar is visible. I can just drag it and drop it over to any date. So I want to do a meeting with this person on 20th. So what I'll do is I'll just drag it and drop it over to 20th. Now you can see 20th June is automatically selected. Similarly, if you have an email and if you want to save this email, save the credentials of this email into your contact list, what you need to do is take it and drop it over to your contact. Now see, automatically it opens the contact information window, and it automatically captures the email address, and if your signature is configured properly, then at times it also puts your cell phone number, business contacts in proper places. So this is how it automatically grabs the contact information in Outlook. So a simple email can be dragged over to a contact or to a task or to a notes, and you can convert them into different features of your Outlook. Now, when we talk about the second thing here is how do you search for an email within your Outlook. When I talk about searching in Outlook, here in Outlook 2010, by default, none of these features will be available, right? Now, if I want to search for any particular email, then I click here and I can type and I can pull up certain emails. But the problem here is I cannot filter the email based on certain criteria. Like the criteria that I had earlier, I cannot fetch those criteria. What I need to do for that in 2010, I get to see an option which is search tools. When I talk about search tools, here I have plenty of tools and plenty of criteria which are available. What I can do is I can click on more, and now from here I can add as many filters as possible. So I go to from. So I want to search for an email from a person, or I also want to add another criteria to whom it was sent. I also want to add one more criteria, whether or what was the subject of that mail. So here's the subject. Along with that, I want to see if there was any attachment and what was that attachment contained. Now it is very easy after having these filters. It is very easy to search for any particular email. From, you just type the name of the person to whom it was sent, type the subject if you remember, if it contains an attachment. So if I click on attachment, yes, you will see that these are the emails which contain the attachment. So search feature in Outlook 2010 is improved to a very, very great extent. Now let's talk about other ways of using Outlook. After search, we have already discussed that we can drag and drop the emails over to different categories, and you can convert them into specific options. Now let us take an example. I want to send an email, but I do not want to send an email right now, but I want that email to be sent after a couple of days. Let's say if once my colleague asked me a question that he wanted to wish his wife a birthday, that too at 12 o'clock in the night, because he was working for a call center. So of course in a call center he won't be able to stop calls and wish his wife. So he wanted a way to do it. So I suggested him this feature, and this is how he could impress his wife. So maybe you, most of you can try it out with your spouses and can impress them. Here I want to send an email at one given particular time. So what I can do is I can open an email, I can go to options, and here I have the option that is delayed delivery. When I click on delayed delivery, here you have the option which says do not deliver before, and you can select the date, you can select the time, and you can click close. Now what will happen, I just have to compose the email. Let's say I want to send it to my colleague shubhi.agarwal@techtrainings.net, and here is hi, and I just want to send an email. So just one more tip that I want to share with you people. If I want to send an email, the shortcut to that is Control Enter. I can press Control Enter to send an email. Now what exactly happens is when I send that email, it does not get delivered. It will only get delivered when that triggering time that I've entered occurs. Now one thing that you need to know and remember is when you use this feature, your Outlook must be running. If your Outlook is closed or your computer is shut down or your computer does not have the internet connection, under these circumstances, this email will go when next time you get connected online using Outlook. So do remember that this feature will not work if your computer is not working. Here, before I go to the next part, journal, I'm going to talk about one more new feature in Outlook 2010, that is people pane. Now see, I do not see any pane here, but what I can do is I can go to view and I can go to people pane and I can go to normal. Okay, I'm I think there is some problem. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 minute. If it is turned off, I just need to check. Anyways, people, let me switch on to another profile in my Outlook to demonstrate this feature. Now here, let me talk about this people pane. What exactly is this people pane? Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about one new feature, which is people pane, and I have it turned on. Well, people, I'm very sorry that feature somehow got disabled. Let me give a last try, and if it doesn't work, I'll skip that feature, and maybe I can send you the steps to do it. Just 1 second, people. I'm sorry about this, but it all of a sudden happened. Disabled item. Let me start Outlook once again. Let me tell you verbally what this people pane is all about. This people pane is a fantastic way to connect. Okay, there is some problem. It got opened and it got closed all of a sudden. Anyways, people, I'll just skip that feature now because see at the bottom you get to see a people pane option. Now, what that people pane is, you can configure your LinkedIn profile as well as Facebook profile with your Outlook. Now, see what I've done is I have configured my LinkedIn as well as Facebook profile with Outlook. Now, having these features, adding these features means you can view the social activities done by a person who is sending you that email. Let's say my colleague Shubhi Agarwal has got a personal email address and official email address. Now she has configured her official email address, personal email address, that is agarwalshubhi@gmail.com, with her profile, and she's got official email address. Now if she sends an email to me from her official email ID, I won't be able to see her recent activities. But if she sends an email from her personal email address, then since her personal email address is used in Facebook as well as LinkedIn, I can see her latest updates on Facebook, LinkedIn, and any other site if it is added. Now, how do we connect to these networks? I can go to View, I can go to People pane, and here I have the option Account Settings. When I click on Account Setting, here I can go to the option which says View Social Network Providers Available Online. When I click on that, it will take me to a website where I can download the connector for Facebook as well as LinkedIn. Now, when I talk about the people pane or social network connector, this can be, you just need to download it, install it on your computer, you put in your username and password, and then you can configure it. And here there are other network providers also are available, like we have Facebook, LinkedIn, Windows Live Messenger, Viadio, and Zing. So you can download the respective software and you can install it. And let me tell you, this is how it looks like. Here at the bottom of your window, you can see the latest picture of a person. See, this lady is connected, available on Facebook as well as LinkedIn. These are her recent updates as well as the emails. So this is the way you can interact with the people. And she has exchanged email with these two people, and in the current email, these two people are marked. So I can view their profiles as well. So this is an excellent feature, and all of a sudden today itself it got disabled. Maybe I was trying something in the morning that must have disabled that feature. But if you have Outlook 2010, then you can explore more on this feature. Okay. Now I'm going to proceed to the last topic of today on Outlook, which is journals. Now, when I talk about journals, very often it happens we wonder at the end of the day, what did we do throughout the day? What were the activities that we have done in the entire day? Or maybe I am a secretary to my boss and I interact with him very frequently, and at the end I have to send a report that what all things have I done, or what all emails or whatever uh, activities that was done during the entire day course. So how do I keep track of everything? So Outlook can help you to keep track of every activity that you do on your computer, and that can be done by using Journal. So first of all, what you can do is you can click on the small option, and here you see an option which is Journal. So it says Journal can automatically track Microsoft Office documents and email messages associated with the contact, but the activities page in contact also tracks email messages and it does not require the journal. So these are the options. This is just a special message. You can ignore it. I say do not show this message again, and I click yes. Now here, what I can do is I have the contacts available, and I want to I want to track the email messages, meeting request, and task request for the people Avinash Shinde or Jovilis and here Vikas. So these are the three people, three contacts who I want to track. I mean, this does not mean that I can track their activity, but I'm going to track my activity that I do with these people. Now, that does not mean that I cannot record or track anything which is not being done with these three contacts. Let's say I also want to, along with the activities that I do with these three people, along with that I want to do or record my personal activity that I do on Excel, that I do on PowerPoint, on Word. All right. So let's say I have selected these three options, Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, and I click OK. Now what happens here, I get to see a timeline. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do certain things. So let's say I compose an email and I send it to Ashish. Okay, 1 minute. And I send an email checking journal, and I send an email to this person, and I want to track certain activities. Let's say I do certain thing. I create one sheet and type this is a new activity, and I save this file on my desktop. I click on desktop and type it new activity, and I save it. So people, I have done two things. One was I have sent an email to Ashish, and the other one was I have um, done I have created one Excel file and saved it on my computer. Now I want to see my activities. So now you can see that I have sent an email to this person, and I cannot see my Excel activity for some reason. Okay. See this usually is the problem which will come up, which you will have to face if you have multiple versions available on your system. So at times it conflicts with the one version with the other version, because see I have Excel 2003, 2007, 2010, and 2013 installed on my computer. So at times it does conflict, but you can see that like this I have sent an email to this person. So here it shows one activity which was done on 8th, and this was at 12 noon. So see, you can see that there's a gap in the timeline. So like this I can see all the activities that I've done on my MS Office environment. So like this you can track all your activities. So people, before we proceed ahead, any question that you have for Outlook? If I can answer any question, I'll answer it right away, or else I will proceed to the next topic. And that is the last topic for the day for your system. And after that, the next topic will be Excel. So tell me people if you have any question. Yes, people, any question about Outlook? Okay. when I talk about, okay, I have got one question. Okay, okay, in another window, I've got one question. How do we recall an email? Okay, that's a very good question, people. How do we recall a particular email if that was sent to a person? Now, let's say, take an example. I have sent an email, and immediately after that, I realized that I shouldn't have sent that email to the person. So what I can do is I can recall that email, provided that email was sent to a person who is using Exchange server. Second condition is that person has not read the email. So let's say I sent an email to myself. I sent an email to myself, that is pradeep@techandtraining.co.in, and a recall email. And I send this email. Now, after sending this email, I immediately realized that I shouldn't have sent this email to the other person. So in order to recall that email, what I need to do is I can go ahead and recall this mail. Now, how do we do that? First of all, in order to recall that mail, I need to go to send. I need to open the same email which was sent across and click on file, and here you have the option recall this email. Okay, either you can go to file and recall this email, or you can go to actions, open that email. First of all, you need to go to your sent mailbox, open the email that you want to recall, and then go to actions and click on recall the message. When you click on the option which says recall the message, it will automatically recall the message. But before that, it gives you two options: delete and delete 100 copies of the message, or delete 100 copies and replace with a new message. So I do not want to replace with a new message. I simply want to delete the 100 copies. So now you can see that I have in my inbox, I have this email, recall email. But now what is going to happen is it is going to get deleted automatically. As soon as the syncing process gets turned on, I can expect that that email will be gone. So see here, people, that email has got deleted automatically. All right. So this is how you can recall the email. Any other question, people? Okay. So no question. All right. So here it completes the session of Outlook. In Outlook, we have discussed how do we search in Outlook effectively, how do we, certain tips and tricks, how do we recall email, and one hidden feature, or very less used feature, which is called as journal, which can be used to track your activity. Now, here, let me proceed to other tools which can be used to work effectively. Now, see, people, let me tell you, these are the additional tools which needed to be installed on your computer, and I'm going to provide each and every tool that I am going to talk about. Now, see, I am recording. I want to create a video. I want to show certain steps to my colleague, but my colleague is not able to follow my steps that I'm talking about over the phone. So what I want to do is I want to create a video of one particular step and send it across to one of my colleagues. So how do I record my screen? Now, in order to record your screen, here I have got one tool which is called as Community Clips. Now see, whatever I'm going to do, everything is going to get recorded, and it is going to create a movie file, WMV file, and that can be sent over an email to any other person. So this Community Clips is again a tool which is created by Microsoft and which is freely available. You don't have to worry how to get this tool, because at the end of the session, you're going to get all these tools that I'm talking about. So I have one add-in which is installed, which is called as Community Clips. I can click on Start Recording and see that Community Clip gets started on my taskbar. So here is the taskbar, and here is the Community Clip which is started. So it says click to stop or pause recording. So let's say I am doing certain thing. I am going to type a function equal to RAND, the one that we have used in Word, works in Excel also, and I'm going to press Control Enter. So see here, I have been able to select all those values. I have been able to generate the random values. Now, if I want to paste special as values, I'm going to show you a trick to paste special as values. Normally what do? We do right click, copy, and then paste specialist values. Instead of doing that, what I can do is I can move the cursor on the boundary or the border of the selection. I'm going to press the right click. I'm holding the right click and I'm going to drag it out and put it back at the same position again. I repeat it once again. I'm going to click on the boundary. I'll drag it out and I'm going to put it back at the same. I'm sorry, 1 minute. I did some mistake. Okay, let me do it once again from the beginning. I'm going to drag it out and put it back at the same location and release the mouse. Now do you see here, now it says rand function. Now if I click on copy here as values only, see it gets converted into value. So this entire step that I've done just now, I'm going to see if it has got recorded in the video or not. So I'm just going to click on stop recording, stop recording. Okay, now it has opened a Windows Media file. Now you can hear the audio as well. Whatever I'm doing, it has got recorded. See here. I'm just forwarding this. Okay, there is something went wrong with community clips. That is the reason it is doing like this. Okay, let me do this quickly once again. Let me quickly do this once again, and this time I'm going to record the screen, because see, at times this is a free tool available, and at times it may happen that certain things may not work properly. So I'm just deleting these things, and let me stop the recording now, and let's see what exactly do we get to see. Stop recording. And now see, now it is working fine. Something went wrong that time, and that's the reason it didn't work. Whatever I'm doing has got recorded. The entire screen has got recorded, and then this can be uploaded on YouTube, or it can be uploaded on any channel, and you can view it at a later stage. Also, if you want to edit this video, then a free software tool is available again from Microsoft, which is called as Windows Movie Maker. You can just search on Google and you can download that tool to edit this video. Anyways, so this was a screen recording software which is called as Community Clips. You can also Google it now and search for Community Clips to search for anything. Now, here I'm going to open my email, and let's say very often it happens that if I have, let me open one template that I have. Okay, so I want to let's say this is the email, and I want an email. I want my system to read this email. So what I need to do is I'll just select this and hover the mouse, and you see here it first of all gives me the Hindi translation, as well as I can click here. Now can you hear the audio? So now what is it doing is it is reading the entire screen, and it is now narrating whatever is written. Now how can this be done? Let us say I go ahead and here I go ahead and open that email, open one email, and here I have translate option available. What you need to do is you just need to first go ahead and click on choose translate option. So it says translate to, I've selected Hindi, and it selects translate from English US to Hindi. And after choosing the translation language, just select the option mini translator in Hindi. After you turn this on, every option, everything that you select, your screen is automatically going, once you select that, automatically it is going to show you the Hindi translation of that, and you can click on this option or click on this play button to play it. So this is how you can go ahead and turn on the translator or narrator on. So this is again possible in Windows 7 as well as Office 2010. I hope you can listen to the audio. Office and other countries. All other trademarks are the property of their respective owners. Okay, so this is how it works. So what you need to do is simply you just have to choose the translator and turn the translator on, and after that whenever you select the text, it is going to translate it. So this is how it can be done. Now, I talk about, let me tell you, this is not the only feature of Outlook. It is a feature of Word file, Excel file, PowerPoint file, but I've turned it on in Outlook. Now, here, one more thing that I want to talk about is on another tool. Let's take an example. I have plenty of worksheets. I have 150 worksheets available on my one of the folders. What I want to do is I want all those 150 folders to be combined and put in one workbook. For that, I have one add-in which is called as RDB merge. Okay, let me add that add-in. Options, I go to add-in, and here I go to this RDB merge add-in. Again, like I mentioned, people, I'm going to provide this add-in to all of you. So here is the RDB merge add-in which is now available. This is again freely available on the internet. I click on this RDB merge. Now it shows choose the folder. So I want to choose the folder, let's say on the desktop, whatever files that I have, I want to merge all of them, all the Excel files, right? And I just want to click on merge. So there are plenty of other options which are available. You can select those, you can try those options. The one change that I would like to do here is I want to copy all the range, all the values which is in the range of A1 to let's say Z133. So A1 to Z133, whatever is there in all those files, I want to merge all of them and put it in one workbook. I click on merge. Now what will happen, it is automatically going to open each and every workbook and it is going to merge all of them. Now see here, it is merging all those workbooks. Okay. So unfortunately I've selected desktop. I shouldn't have selected that because I've got a couple of files which are huge and heavy, and that is going to take a very long time. See, this was the heavy file that I was talking about, OE forecasting. Again, anyways, so this was a tool which can help you to merge all the Excel files into one Excel file. Now, here is the file. So these are the files which have been merged, and here are the details. So these are the values which I have on all the files. So you can track, okay, so sorry, these are the combined files. So see, these are the data I have, and I have been able to get 322 records so far. Okay, it's more than that. So 2018 records I've been able to find. So since I have not chosen any specific category of files, so whatever was the data, it has taken all the data and put in one file. So these are the different data from different files that I have. Okay. So people, this is how you can use the tool which is called as RDB merge. Now before I proceed ahead, just one more, once again, if you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll take a short 10 minutes break. Sorry, let's not take 10 minutes break. Let's take 5 minutes break because we are going behind the schedule. So let's take 5 minutes break. And before we take a break, you can ask questions if you have any. So people, once again, if you have any question, please ask me right now. Otherwise, after the break, we are going to start another topic, which is Microsoft Excel, which is going to be taken by my colleague, Shubhi Agarwal. So people, if you have any question, please ask me right now. I'm done with my session. Okay. In another window, I have about RDB merge add-in. Okay. The question is, can we split the file from one file into multiple files? Well, people, RDB merge is an add-in which helps you to merge different files into one file. It does not demerge the file. So this add-in cannot be used to demerge the file. Well, if you want, a VBA code can be written to do the same thing. Okay. Nikhil Chaudhary, is this available in 2007? Which one are you talking about, Nikhil? Are you talking about Community Clips or RDB merge or any other software? But by the way, let me tell you, let me correct myself. All these tools that I've talked about are compatible with 2007 and the latest version, 2007 as well. So here version doesn't matter. Here RDB merge is compatible with 2007. Okay. Another window has one question about community clips. Can we record Excel file and Outlook screens together? Well, I do not understand the question properly, but yes, of course, everything that you do on your computer, irrespective whether you're doing it on Excel file or Word file or your Windows, everything from you can record the screen which is visible. That is the simplest answer that I can give. Everything which is happening on your screen can be recorded using community clips and can be converted into a video. Any other question, people? Okay. So I don't think any other questions are available. I'm not able to find community clips option in my Excel sheet. Sunil, let me tell you that these are the other softwares which are going to be given today. You can download these softwares and then you can use it. Now, whatever add-ins that I've shown, none of them are available on your system as of now. So you have to download them, install them on your computer, and then only these options can be used. Okay. And how to find it, like I mentioned, I'm going to give it to you at the end of the session. It is going to be provided, and also you will receive an email which will have all these tools. And let me also do one more announcement that this entire session is being recorded and we are going to upload it on YouTube, which can be viewed later. So we are going to send that YouTube link. So if you have missed out on anything or if you have not been able to understand anything, you can view that in YouTube channel. All right, people. So it's 12:55 now. Let's take 5 minutes break and let's resume at 1 o'clock sharp. And like I mentioned, this session is likely to get extended. So at the moment, I'm just putting this session on hold. Let's start the session after 5 minutes, and I'm going to start exactly after 5 minutes. You don't have to log out. Keep it the way it is. You can just go and take a small break and come back. Thank you.